Idaho Garden Girl, hello, how you doing? Thank you for coming. How are you go? How's it going? Well, it looks like it's just us for right now. Lemonade. Five in the house. Please leave me some likes, guys. Don't have any likes yet. Five in the house. The Great Hacker and her sidekick. Okay. Welcome, Great Hacker. The greatest hacker, okay. Six in the house, 2 likes, thank you. We got some lurkers in here. Welcome, lurkers. Die Bullfrog, Uncle Al, hope you're doing okay. Die Bullfrog 79 and Joshua Humphrey. Welcome. 2 likes, 6 in the house. I'd appreciate if I can get some more likes, guys. I am drinking water with a packet of lemonade to try to stay hydrated. I've lost a THOTH. Five in the house, 2 likes. THOOTH, a tooth. TOOTH. Maybe we're misspelling something. Well, today's topic is prepping for SHTF. I went to Walmart today. My wife went to Sam's Club, and she went to Walmart today. And between the two of us, we probably spent about $500 on various things. Like number 3, thank you, Danger Dale. Appreciate it. Six watching, 4 likes. Well, I'm showing 3, but if there's 4, that's great. I'll Spill It Girl TV. Crossover Paranormal Society. Thank you for coming. I've been talking to a few folks today. They, shake their head over the way things are and how things are going. And they just don't understand how things are the way they are, or how they got to be the way they are. Well, things don't get like this overnight. It takes time, you know. Back in the 60s, you had a generation. They were the kids of the World War II generation. They call them boomers. And these kids had kids. And a number of these kids were not raised with the standards from their parents' generation. They rebelled against society. They rebelled against authority. They rejected, the way things were. And then they had kids. So whereas they were basically rebels in their day, now they're having kids who are rebels. Except the kids are taking it a little farther than the parents. And now you're at the point where you've got another generation. In each generation, the number of rebels and the way that they behave got a little bit worse. And whereas back in the day, when a kid got in trouble at school, the parents would support the school. And the kid would be in trouble when they got home. But then it started becoming, well, you're picking on my kid. And instead of the parent backing the school, the parents start backing the kids when the kids are wrong. And they're supporting the kids who are wrong. And that's how we're getting to where we are today. And you've got people with all sorts of messed up values, and they're passing on messed up values to their kids. And you're basically dealing with a bunch of socially maladjusted people. And that it's getting to the point in certain areas where the social maladjusted people are the majority. And they seem to think that they're in the right, over traditional values. And, that's where we're at today. I was a school administrator for 23 years. I was in education for 30. I've been retired for 5 years. The real TSM rapper. I wish you all respect, love, and prosperity. Well, let me see. The real TSM rapper. Let me go and look at your channel real fast. Well, I am subscribed to your channel already. KP Heathen. Fishing Queen, I will call you up after the live stream is over. I got your number. I just haven't. I've been working. I'm behind. Sister Winnie. Thank you for coming, Sister Winnie. Yes, I got your email. So I got 9 in the house. I've got 6 likes. I've had 10 channels come through that I could identify. I think a few folks owe me a like if it's possible. So, as I was saying, the missus and I both did some shopping today. We spent about $500. And I have more of these. This is a way to purify water. Uh, they're like aqua tabs, and basically what you do is you take the first bottle and you put a tablet in a liter of water that you want to purify, and you let it dissolve, and then you shake it up, seal it, let it sit for 30 minutes. After you've done that, you take a tab from the second bottle and you put it in, but you don't do both of them at the same time. And you let it dissolve, and you shake it up, and you let it sit for 30 minutes. So after about an hour, you will have a liter of potable drinking water. Bob942, thank you for coming in. Abdi Bunda, thank you for coming in. Little Lone Prepper, thank you for being here. Old Fart Gaming. Old Fart, if you would, please email me your mailing address, Old Fart. I would appreciate you emailing me your mailing address. I am on the road to 1,500, and I've got my 1,300 subscriber box ready to mail out. And I've got my 1,400 subscriber box ready to mail out. But I need to know how to get my 1,400 subscriber box to my 1,400 subscriber winner without telling them until I'm able to release my video. And I have asked a couple of people for their mailing address. So hopefully I'll be getting an email. Manny Mato, thank you for coming in. Manny Mato 1. Appreciate you coming in. So as I was saying, preps. You're always getting preps. And what is this? This is a 5-gallon solar shower. $13 at Walmart. I encourage everybody to get one. What happens if the water goes out? You don't have city water. You need to take a shower. You need to clean yourself up after a few days. Well, you can hang that, put 3 gallons, 5 gallons of water in it. It will have a way to turn it on and off. And a sprayer with a hose, and you can wet yourself down, get a little soap, you know, clean your PTO, whatever you want to call it, then wash off, and you'll be clean. You know, put up a shower curtain outside. You know, you can set something up. Black Guns and Gardens. And Plano Chuck. Let's see here. Need to check you out, Black Guns. And Plano Chuck. I put Hillbilly Josh. Thanks for coming in. I put 14 in the house, 14 likes. I put Hillbilly. I posted on my community wall quite a few channels giving shout outs. A few of them actually came in and thanked me. I always appreciate being thanked. Black Guns and Gardens. I tell you what, I have not been subscribed to you, Black Guns, but I just subscribed you. Let me link your channel. I'm going to share your channel out. Okay, young man, I did that. And then let me give you a standard moderator. Black Guns and Gardens, you're now a standard moderator. And I will shout you out on my community wall. If you are not connected to Black Guns and Gardens, I encourage you to connect. I just did. Nothing better than water with a packet of lemonade cold. It's good living. Now, back to the prepping part. So, just sent it, David. Let me know if you get it. I will check and I will let you know. Let me look real fast and see what I got here. Ah, yes. Keep me anonymous, please, but here is my address. I will keep you anonymous, but I don't think I got the address. I only got a little portion of it. Well, wait a second now. Let's see. I think you're going to need to resend that. I think you're going to need to resend that. Old Fart Gaming. Because I have no idea. I think we're missing something other here, son. Susan Aldornado Vogue. Welcome. And Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming in. That's 20 I've identified as being in here. And then we got Bad Body coming in. So anyway, I went and bought components for my make sure I have my giveaway boxes and everything all prepped up, and I'm ready to mail them out. And I'm in the process of trying to get addresses and again I'm looking and nope. I got 4 numbers and that's all I got. 4 numbers. Bus stop. Thank you for coming in, bus stop. Lots of channels in here you can connect to, son. So anyway, I'm feeling a lot more myself, and I'm working on my channel. I'll be off tomorrow. I think the post office is closed tomorrow, but I want to try to get some stuff mailed out. Also, Guru was sending me a box, which I need to check to see when it comes in. Okay, so as I was saying, 18 in the house and 18 likes. Now is the time to be preparing. Now is the time to be purchasing things that you need. Now is the time to be putting some depth into your purchases. You need to make sure that you have plenty of food to feed your family. You need to have plenty of bottled water. If you take medication, you need at least a 3-month supply of it. You need to have lots of sanitation. As an example, these are Equate flushable wipes. Less than $1, 99 cents for a pack. Get plenty of these. If the water's not running, if the sewer's not running, what do? Well, you get a 5-gallon bucket and you get a toilet seat, like I've shown before. Plastic toilet seat. Well, bloody hell, open up. See? $22. I got a couple of them. One for my wife and daughter, one for me. And you put a couple of 13-gallon bags inside the 5-gallon bucket. One inside the other. You put the toilet seat on it, do your business, use wipies, toilet paper, clean yourself. Take the top off first, close the first one, second one over, go get rid of it. That's what you do when you don't have running water or running sewer, working sewer. And yes, the purge is real. I think Uncle Al said he got purged today. He's been purged before. He said he's been bad purged. I've been purged, I get purged. I went on to Social Blade today just to check, and I'm a C+ channel. Most of us are C+ channels, unless you're one of the big boys, big girls. Having having 1.4, 1.5, 2K, those aren't big channels. We're talking 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 500, a million. Those are big channels. Eduardo Lima Pintor, thank you for coming, sir. Those of you who are here this evening, I will be shouting you out on my community wall tomorrow. I will be linking your channels in appreciation for you coming in. And I do try to give watch time to those who give me watch time. Buenos noches, señor. Um. Okay, I sent you my address just in case you need it. I keep track of where people live because I tend to send out little goodie boxes to people. You know, those who support me, the the ones that support me the most, I tend to send them little goodies. I'll send them things, you know, from time to time. And I also have to send out a couple of winners from names I've drawn from my hat. 1,300. That's AK Fabe. She was the winner for 1,300. 1,400. I'm not saying, but I will be putting out a video probably this coming weekend, and that'll be the 1,400. But I've been asking for addresses for a few people, so one of you going to figure it's probably you, you know. But I'm asking multiple people, so maybe you don't know. It's like there's still some mystery in it. Lonnie Buford, thanks for coming in, Lonnie Buford. You know, we have to support each other. We have to stick together. You support channels that support you. You support channels that support your content. My content is preparedness. My content is also rations. I don't do that many, but the last, you know, people would say, well, he's a ration channel. Well, no, I have the last ration. The last ration review I did that on a video here a while back, had about 500 views, you know. So that's a lot for a small channel, but that's not a lot, you know. There are channels that are probably a third the size of mine that'll have 500 views when they put out a ration, you know, review. I mean, they get as many views as they have subscribers. You know, because that's basically the people who are subscribed to them are just mainly ration, you know, enthusiasts of rations. It's one of the reasons why it's hard for them to grow, because that's all they're getting. They're only getting rations. They're not getting SD Mountain Man. Thank you for coming in, SD. They're not getting the other selection. Now, I will ask a favor of everybody. If you would, Justin Green, Pastor Justin Green, he is God's Old Man. That's his channel, God's Old Man. And I am trying to help him, and there are a couple others that are trying to help him, get to 1,000. And this morning when I was watching his Bible study, he was at 992. He needs 8 subscribers to reach 1,000. He needs 8 subscribers. Thank you, Bus Stop. He just had to delete some bonehead talking about a red head. Yeah, you know, I'm using a glow. The bulb is a glow light, so it's a red bulb. It's for growing plants. It gives me a nice little, you know. So yeah, my head, which is bald, big surprise. You want to make fun of it? When I was young, I had more hair than anybody you ever met. Unfortunately, you know, old age. I'm past 60 now. But as I was saying, I'm trying to get Justin Green past 1,000. He's just stuck and I'm trying to get him past 1,000. I'm going to put a link to his channel, and I'm going to ask if you have not subscribed him, or if you've got a second channel, I'm going to ask you to subscribe him. He's at 992. Please help him out. I will truly appreciate it if you will help him out. I'm going to link his channel. And thank you, Little Lone Pepper, for linking his channel. You have to wear a hairnet even if you're bald? Well, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm sure they would probably want me to wear a beard net. I've seen that before, where they put a beard net on. Fishing Queen, he's at 993 now. Thank you so much, Fishing Queen. I don't know. He gets right at 1,000, and for some reason he loses 2 or 3 channels, and he just has not been able to get over that. When I was cruising, you know, when I was really building my steam, I went from like 870 or 80. Over a period of a week, I was at 1,050. I just, whoo, I picked up 150 channels in a period of a week or so. It was just a massive growth spurt. 994 now. Thank you, Lonnie. And if you will leave him a comment, he will gladly join your channel. He will gladly join your channel. And that's the way we do things. We grow together. I mean, I've got him subscribed to my backup channel. I've got a backup channel, and it's got 24 subscribers, and he's one of them. But I've got him subscribed to both my channels, and I do watch his Bible studies. I haven't been going to church, but his Bible study is basically by Sunday church, you know. And he also does ration reviews occasionally. We collaborated on ration reviews, and he's into that kind of stuff. Ross, Tasty Daily Life. Thank you for coming in, Ross. Tasty Daily Life. And as I was saying, I will be shouting out everybody in here this evening. So far, I've had like 26 channels that I've identified coming in, and I intend to shout all of y'all out on my community wall tomorrow. And I will be trying to give some view time. I am behind. I am behind, but I am off tomorrow, so I will be trying to. I will text you before I call. Yes. I mean, I figure I'm going to be here for another 30 minutes or so before I end my live stream, because I try to do about an hour. You keep your beard shaved. I hate beard nets. Yeah. Well, I have always, since I could grow one, I've always had a mustache. But I went for a long time where I shaved. But my father always had a mustache. And I, like my father, I grew a mustache. And I was a light blonde. And now it's all white, pretty much white. Blondes do not go gray, they go white. Whereas darker haired people tend to go salt pepper, they tend to go gray. But I put up a picture of me that I took of a wallet. I really need to pull out some decent pictures. But I had a wallet that I carry around, and my wallet is of me like 31 years ago. That was at a school prom. I was about 30, about 31 years ago, and that's about age 14. That was a school picture, probably about age 14. And I guarantee you, I had more hair than anybody you will ever. I mean, I had hair. And it's funny, you know. So we need to really need to be getting our preps together. We need to make sure that whatever we enjoy eating, we have plenty of it. Your desserts, your peanut butter, jelly, honey. Make sure you have plenty of mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, condiments, salt, pepper, you know, Tabasco sauce. The green sauce. Ooh, this is the good stuff. This is a 4 alarm. This is a 4. And it's good. I love the 4. This is a 2. But it's very tasty. We need to be ready. FJB, hey man, I hope you're having a great day. Let me see, FJB. Uh-oh. Oh man, I don't know if I want to post you. Did you see what that says? Oh, that's a FJB. Look at the emoji, Uncle Al. Look at the emoji. Oh Lord, let me go look at your channel. You've got 3 subscribers and 1 video. Oh man, that's a good one. Appreciate you coming in. Oh lordy, 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 lordy. 6 in the house. I have not seen Guru. He may be lurking in here someplace. And I have not seen Echo, living the best life. I think they were visiting out of town someplace today. And they're also recovering from the hurricane back in Georgia. And they're enjoying their time together. And I'm the tooth fairy that got them together. Okay, do you care if we just text? No, we can text, no problem. I do lots of texting. I just need to save your number so that I can text to it. But I'll take care of that. Please out here are posting FJB. People out here are posting FJB. People out here posting FJB painted on their something that some cases they just use the letters. They spell the entire words. My neighbor's involved in a barbecue at 6 p.m. Well, that's good. something, okay, I really don't want to call. Rambo Putri, thanks for coming in. He looks so... Okay, I love Trump's something shot. He looks so... Well, he got bailed after 15 minutes. One thing you have to understand about the former president, he's a billionaire. Now, he's not Elon Musk billionaire, but he's a billionaire. And he's got money. You know, he's got... And the other thing is, he's able to use the money that is donated to his campaign to support his... That, you know, he spent, from what I understand, already about $40 million defending himself. Can you imagine the government going after you? And if you didn't have deep pockets, or if you weren't in his situation, they'd break people. They literally use... They literally use the courts to break you. You know, they're going after all of his supporters. You know, and some of Trump's supporters are millionaires. But I mean, can you imagine being a millionaire and being worth $5-10 million, and then they go after you, and you basically, because of as expensive as everything is, that they basically break you? And their goal is to break you. They're hateful. That's what they want to do. They want to break anybody that supports the man. Why do you think they keep trying to arrest people who were in Washington, D.C. on January the 6th? I mean, they're arresting people who weren't anywhere near the Capitol. They were there. You know, they're out in the street. And they're wanting to arrest them. You know? So, and I mean, and I'm not a big, you know, I'm not that political. But I mean, certain things, it's like, you know, you've got somebody who's basically bad for the country, doing a lousy job, and they're trying to buy, you know, they want to buy the 2024 election. You know, that I think that the 2020 election was bought. You know, you had one of those super billionaires who spent $400 million. He spent $400 million of his own money. You know, this is somebody who's worth, what, maybe $100 billion. The guy that owns Facebook, he spent over $400 million of his own money in certain counties that were like key counties, and just swamped it with money and paid people, and I mean, just everything that they could do to try to find enough votes to win. You know. And now they're wanting to prosecute Trump because he asked the state Secretary of State of Georgia to find 11,000 votes, which is what he came up short. You know, can you go and find 11,000 votes? And there's pretty much proof that there was a lot of election fraud, especially in Georgia. So, you know. But then you get in a situation where if they overturn the vote, it would cause like a civil war. You know. I mean, literally, the left doesn't get its way in these blue cities, and they go out and they start looting and burning, and you know, and the government doesn't do a damn thing to stop them. You know, they don't do anything to stop them. If they do arrest them, they don't prosecute them. And you have billions and billions and billions of dollars of damages that, you know, like groups like Antifa and BLM and, you know, these leftists have done, but you don't see them prosecuting them, not in blue cities. So that's my political rant for the day. But likewise, what I was saying, I encourage you to be prepared, because what if you live in one of those areas where they do this and the infrastructure goes down? Or there's a big solar flare and it shuts down part of the power grid for a while. And you got people running around looting, and you got people running around trying to rob people for their food, or break into houses. They're searching for something to keep themselves going. Are you prepared to defend yourself? Well, I got a taser. All right, 30 people show up at your house and you got a taser. I got pepper gel. 30 people show up at your house and you've got a can of pepper gel. And you think that's going to stop them? Quite frankly, with what I have, I would not want to have to try to defend myself against 30 people. And I guarantee you, I'd take a lot of them with me. But I don't know that I'd be able to overcome 30 of them. And that would probably include the wife and daughter, and we're all defending ourselves. Maybe. Maybe. You better also have a trauma kit. You better have some pressure bandages in case somebody gets shot or stabbed. You better have a tourniquet, maybe more than one. You better know how to use this stuff. And then you better hope that there's a hospital or someplace open that they can treat you so nobody bleeds out. And and I'm being serious. I mean I know I'm talking about gross subjects, but in SHTF, it eventually could get that bad. And you have to be prepared. You have to know first aid. You have to know CPR. You have to know the Heimlich maneuver. You have to know how to lifesaver stuff. 4 in the house. 26 likes. You did a lot of looting during the George Floyd riots. Oh, God almighty. Oh, man. 3 in the house. 3. 4. Maybe I scared a few people off, or I offended a few people, because I'm only 4 in the house right now. At one point we had like 15. But I'm not intending to offend anybody. If I've offended somebody, I apologize. But I'm talking truth, and I'm talking, you got to be prepared. I mean, if all you want me to do is talk about this is a shower, these are some portable tabs, for water. I can talk to you about water. I can talk to you about food. Canned heat. Sterno stove to boil water. Things to have. Bleed stop. For clotting. You get cut. It's important. 6 in the house. Little Lone Prepper. You can get a real nice Remington 20 gauge pump shotgun for $300. It'll hold 5 rounds, triple up buck. Put a sleeve on the stock. It'll hold an extra 6 rounds. And I guarantee you, you can stop 3 or 4 of them. And unless they're like crazed, when you start pumping that shotgun and a couple of them drop, the rest are going to head the opposite direction, unless they're absolutely out of their minds. But you want to drop a couple of them. Where to acquire free MREs? Well, you know, the FEMA in emergencies give out humanitarian rations. And you could Google that question. A lot of your local municipalities will have rations and such that they will give out in emergencies. Scott, you know, we have to take care of our own, and the only people you can count on, I mean, I tell my daughter this all the time. I've got a 25-year-old daughter. She's finishing her graduate degree in December in counseling and getting her licensed professional counselor so she can do counseling. And she works for MHMR. She does case management right now. You can depend on your family. You should be able to depend on your family, your wife, your kids, if they're old enough, your son-in-law, daughter-in-law, you know, hopefully. And you should have a little group of people. You need to make sure that they know what the plan is, where they're going to be at. You know, like, oh, well, we all have a bug out bag. Okay. And you know, and you can have a bug out. I've got shit. We've all got a bug out bag. But are we going any place? No. Why? Well, I mean, if I've got a year or so worth of food here, I can't take that with me. Not in a bug out bag. Not in 3 bug out bags. Where's to go? So the idea being is, oh, you hunker down. You know. The thing is, the first month between, say after a couple of weeks, things will start getting very tense because there'll be a lot of people running out of food and they'll be running around trying to find food. Well, I understand, bus stop. You don't have a wife. You got a girlfriend. You know, you got friends with benefit. You got a friend with benefits. You know. Usually, racking a 12 gauge will start running, but it might come to squeezing the trigger. Well, yeah, I've got a 12 gauge with lots of double up buck, and I've got a couple of them, and couple of the 20 gauges with triple up buck. The Army and Navy surplus stores are completely out of MREs. Yeah. We see, for one thing, the government tends to cycle them. So when they start getting towards the end of their inspection date, they tend to let them go to the civilian market, and then they start selling cases. They start selling cases of them. They start selling cases of them. All right. So if you're looking for some MREs. Last case I bought, Ozark Outdoors. I've got a code to get a 10% discount. Okay, so if you're 18, you can have a rifle or a shotgun. You cannot have a pistol until you're 21. I had to wait till my daughter was 21, and then I took her over to the academy and I bought her a Glock. And she's got a Glock 9mm I had bought her, and she's a pretty good shot with it. And she got a carry permit, but this is an open state now, open carry state now, so you don't have to have a carry permit. But if you have a parent or somebody, they can buy a gun, a pistol, and let you use it. I would not take it out on the road someplace, but I mean around your house or your property, you can. They need to teach you how to use it. I learned how to use a pistol when I was 12 years old. My dad taught me. But the number is 702-515-4042 if you want to get some MREs from Ozark Outdoors. They'll sell them. What they'll have is they'll have some that's like 3 years old. They're like at inspection date, and you'll get a decent price for them. A lot of times they'll sell what they call low sodium rations. And the last case I bought from them, I bought a case of 12. I've been giving out a couple of them at a time when I do my goodie boxes. That's something I put in my goodie box. I paid like $65 for a case of 12 delivered. Great Man Prepping, thank you for coming in, Gil. I enjoyed some of your live stream last night. And I also viewed a couple of your videos and left you comments. I am behind. Becoming Dangerous. Wayne, thank you for coming in. So, that's good that you repeat what I was saying. You got to be 21. But your parent can get one for you. And let you use it. So 10 in the house, 29 likes. We've had 29 channels identify themselves tonight. 10 in the house right now. Has everybody given me a like? Well, it's good you have a boyfriend, Fishing Queen. Ryan Brimmer 22, thank you for coming in. I will be shouting out on my community wall 30 plus channels tomorrow. Appreciate you being here. And young folks today love to text. My daughter loves to text. I text my kids sometimes. We don't talk as much on the phone as we do text, you know? And it's just a generational thing. Back in the day, I still have email. I send emails. I do need to check to see if Old Fart updated that number. Did you update that number? Dagnabbit. Nope. All right, let's try back. Let's try Dagnabbit. Please resend address. Where are we? Here we go. All right. Creative Redundancies in the house. Thanks for coming in, Creative Redundancy. If that's the case, I'm leaving and not coming back. I'm missing what's being said. My brother. Something about my brother and I each got a rifle on our 16th birthday. Oh, I inherited. My father passed away when I was 14. I inherited what all he had, and I was about 10 years old when I got my first 22 pump. It was a little Remington 22 pump gun, and whenever we'd go out, I'd get a little 50-round box of ammunition to go plink. And when my father passed away, I got his Colt. He actually, my uncle used to make fun of my father. My father used a Sweet 16. He liked a 16 gauge, what he would hunt with. And nowadays, the ammunition's outrageous. You know, better to have a 20 gauge or a 12 gauge. My uncle had a 12 gauge. My father had a 16. My father, his hunting rifle was a 300 Savage. And my uncle had a 30-06, and he used to make fun of my dad about his 300 Savage, you know. And it's like, Dad had one of those semi-automatic gas-operated, you know, five round magazine, 300 Savage, and may they both rest in peace. I could tell you some stories. Bro, I said hi. Well, hello. How's it going? Whenever I think about your raspas, I want ice cream on it. When I was a kid, I used to love raspas. I'd get the strawberry, and then they'd put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I will be back mañana. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. If anybody gets a hold of Old Fart Gaming, I just sent him a request to resend his address. And I encourage you to connect to anybody in here. They're all good channels. Connect back. When you want to connect to a channel, leave them a supportive comment. Identify yourself as a new subscriber or a new friend. Watch 5 or 6 minutes of a video. Leave a very supportive comment. Tell them what like number you are. Do that for 2 videos. and then allow them some time to connect back to you, and hopefully the connection will stick. Remember, the Boy Scout motto is to be prepared. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, you want to be prepared. Learn from other people who have had things happen to them. You know, there's just a major hurricane, the Florida coast. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, maybe even into North Carolina. And a lot of people, 450,000 people were out of power. Look at what happened out in California. They had a hurricane, Southern California storm. Hawaii, the fires. All those poor people who died. You know, be prepared. Have a method to get out of there. Have supplies. Have a carry bag. Have a bug out bag. Make sure you have several days worth of food in your bug out bag. Have a way to purify water. I mean, you can do this. This is a Sawyer. This is a Life Straw. Have ways to purify water, filter water. You do not want to drink contaminated water. Have a source. So, Lebanon in the house, 33 likes. I will plan on, and if you have not watched my 1300 subscriber giveaway, please do so. Leave it a like, supportive comment. When this live stream ends, if you'd come back after a few minutes and leave a like and a comment, I would appreciate it. Support the channel. Cake House VPZ. Cake House VPZ, thank you for coming in. I will be shouting out channels on my community wall tomorrow, and I will be back 7 p.m. Monday for another edition of Coffee Talk, and I will be talking more about being prepared. Right now, you can get a 50-pound bag of white rice over at Sam's for $25.98. You can get a 50-pound bag of pinto beans for $38.48. You can get a 25-pound bag of flour for $15.98. And you can get a case of water, 24-pack of water for $3.50. You can get a 6-pack of gallons over at Sam's, plastic jugs, for $5.58. That's less than $1 per gallon. You can also refill those gallon jugs. You need to take the opportunity to, while prices are still acceptable, go and do that. Yes, everybody, happy Labor Day tomorrow. And everybody, please, please remember the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. Everybody be prepared. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You've got time. Prepare. Make a list. Shop. Comparison shop. Look for stuff on clearance. Go to the dollar stores. You can find items in yard sales, estate sales. Look around. Make sure you've got at least one manual can opener. Make sure you've got a manual grinder. Do you have a way to recharge your phone? Do you have a way to recharge your pad? What about if you've got some solar lamps or a flashlight? Do you have a way to recharge them? Do you have a portable radio, something with a crank, that emergency radio, so you can listen to FEMA if there's an emergency? So, I'd like to thank everybody who came in tonight. I appreciate you. I support those who support me. And I practice the Boy Scout motto: do unto others as you'd have others do unto you, the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Make sure that you use hand sanitizer. You go to the bathroom, use hand sanitizer. Before you eat, use hand sanitizer. When you leave work, make sure you wash your hands before you go out to your car. And everybody have a blessed day. I will be back tomorrow at 7. And I will be posting you on my community wall. Thank you for coming in.